Hey everybody, this is Chad Warren. Going to be turning the camera around here in a sec. I'm with the adventurechannel.com/blog, and I'm walking down to the town pump to see. I'm trying to find a new way to get there, kind of not the way the Google Maps recommends, but I think it's possible. And about to hopefully blow your mind, like mine was blown, about how real the tarot deck is. So going to switch over to talking to you and showing you how I figured out that the tarot deck is definitely for real. Oh, what are those apartments up there? Let's check this out. Oakwood Place Apartments. Oh, it look like a motor lodge or something. What does this say? Professionally managed one-bedroom apartment. Okay. Kind of a nice area. I think this is still Stiff Station. I'm not sure. Alright, let me see if I can find a sidewalk down this place. Oh, this is this weird two-lane road thing. You can't walk down there. That's why it's not on the Google Maps, because you can't really walk down here. Geez, that's kind of odd, isn't it, that you can't walk down a road? I wonder where I should get. Probably not right here, where you can't stand. Well, maybe this is better than over there, actually. Alright, so that's a nice view. Alright, anyway, back to the program. That's what happens when you're an adventurer. You never know what's going to come up in your way to deal with. So, what I did is I got an app called Galaxy Tarot. And, let's see. We have it. Yeah. Let me go over here. Alright, here's the app. I'm going to shrink my screen down. Alright. So, it's digital, but man, this is awesome how it's so informative and how to use it and everything about how to understand the tarot. It teaches you, it has it broken up very well. After I was very thankful to watch The 21 Faces of God by Robert Bonomo, as I found out about him from Joe Roop's Lighting the Void. I'll make sure and attach a link to that. And so this is what the Adventurer Club, the adventurerchannel.com/blog is about, is actually using this stuff and sharing your experience. Oh, I like this road. I hadn't been down here in a while, walking down to Riverdale neighborhood, Cantrell Road, Highway 10. So that's what the app looks like, but more importantly, check this out. This was the first card I drew. At first, you can just tap the Galaxy Tarot logo on the app and it'll reveal one card, I believe is what happened. But you can shuffle it and cut it and has the spread, and it suggests you move your finger across, and if you feel like one of them is what you should pick, that's the one that you pick. And so I got this Knight of Swords card, right? Looks pretty cool. Man, it describes me to a T. I dare you to use this app and be clear in your intention and see what happens for you. Let's find another picture. Okay, so this is an example of the helping you use and learn how to use the deck. It says, look at the image in the card. What is happening? If there are people in the card, How do they feel? Are there any objects on the card that are symbols for you? How does what you see relate to your question? Trust your inner voice. There are no wrong answers. All right. Oh, that's some cool labradorite or whatever. Okay, so this is the descriptor, Knight of Swords. Now you check. If you know Chad Warren, and heck, just by my Facebook, you should know me pretty darn well. You tell me if this doesn't describe me. Knight of Swords, revolutionary, philosophical, impatient, rushing, explorer, debate. Debate is also my Breyer's, how do you say that? Myers-Briggs personality designation. It's like a Jungian archetype. Same concept. I'm probably using the tarot or whatever, but this card could represent a person you know or will encounter, or some aspect of yourself that is present or to call upon now. And I believe that I did ask for a specific question, which was like, how do I get my dream job? And I had to check on that before I asked, because I kind of know what I want to do. I'd like to have an adventure tour company similar to the Green Tortoise Tours out in, well, I found them in San Francisco, and they have youth hostels. Then they have like a bus trip in the summer you can take for 21 days that goes to South America across the Panama Canal. Anyway, so I would like to do that here in Arkansas, in this Midwest region, etc. The Knight of Swords is a sharp-minded, direct, and idealistic person. He is a great problem solver. Let me make sure I got my mic where I want it, okay? And debater. He is rational and doesn't let his feelings drive him. He can be headstrong and impatient. His communication is very direct and often piercing. Just like right there, I'm trying to be very specific, succinct. Oh, and there's more of a descriptor that's not revealed here. Here we go. So check this out. It tells you that it's a court card of swords, and it's the knight. I'm going to walk over here. Oh yeah, I thought this is interesting. Horse card. So that's an example of the insight into how to read the tarot deck that I found helpful. I'd never heard that. I mean, I've had a tarot deck, a Rider-Waite deck, and learned how to do some basic spreads, a 3-card spread, a cross, Celtic cross. But this is an example so that, there's a number of cards that have horses on them, and if you tap that icon, it'll show you the other cards that do. And I need to look at all this more myself. So let me go back to the app and see if we can find that. Okay. Card of the day, journal. Let's see if that records. Save your readings and daily cards. So it looks like you have to buy it to access your saved readings. But let's see if we can browse the card. Okay. View as a list. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking for the Knight of Swords, huh? Cups, swords. All right, so he's very active. Okay. Here we go. He feels very passionately about his own ideas and will spare no one's feelings in getting his point across. Although he is very intelligent, he often jumps to conclusions. Okay. And let's see what else I've got here. That's the back of the card. There's more info though. Well, that's one reversed. Here we go. Horses represent directed movement, change, vitality, and strength. See if I can find somewhere to sit down or something. An animal that is often domesticated. The horse symbolizes the harnessing of raw energy towards human ambitions. The way the horse is moving in the image will indicate the rate and nature of change that is present. So they were booking it pretty fast this night on his horse. A fast change. Associated cards. Okay, then we go back. Let's see. What does the armor mean? Armor represents preparation and protection. The person wearing armor anticipates challenges and is willing to fight for what is important to them. Well, I could go on and on. I mean, that's my self-exploration. I'm not quite sure how that answers the question of how do I find my dream job, although it certainly would directly in that if I need to learn who I am. So just starting here would obviously be the answer to that question. But feel free to share with me your stories about divination via the tarot or whatever. But let's see, where is this place? Oh, it's not closed. Huh. Well, Shazbot, I guess I'll just walk over to Riverdale Center and probably the Sonic or something. Just looking for somewhere different to go. I was over at Pizza D's. Had a PBR, and it's just kind of a little too dive bar for me, no offense. And anyway, but yeah, that really struck me. So I just wanted to share that, and I'm also, just the whole idea of applications I'm interested in. I'm just using another app, which is Grasshopper, that you see here, and that one is all about computer coding. So it's exciting to think about being able to help more people put these alchemical tools into their lives if they're, friendly with technology like myself. So I hope to be making some applications soon to basically show people that these phones are amazing, and we should be feeling like we're on Star Trek with communicators. And I'm always just trying to get people excited about there's all these opportunities that are available if we compete with corporate government and start solving problems. I mean, you could do anything. You could pick up trash or feed people or go on adventures, whatever, That's really up to us. That's the bottom line of what I feel to be the zeitgeist of this time is kind of Luciferianism, I think. Do what thou willst is the whole of the law. It doesn't necessarily have to be evil. It's just whatever energy, self-directed. You know what I mean? We're adults now. There's a lot of immature behavior, and the way to cut through that is to just do what you want to do and be self-directed. And self-direction is not selfish. It's connected to God and nature, as opposed to a bunch of Nazis that are going to shoot you and tell you what to do, and a bunch of assholes that think they run the world. Anyway, so thanks for taking the time to check out Galaxy Tarot and walk on this walk with me. I don't know, maybe going to La Hacienda Mexican restaurant. That have a margarita, some nachos. I don't really know what else is over here unless you like go downtown. But yeah, please do me a favor and comment and like and share, and let's try to, I think the main thing I'm looking for is to break through collectivism and broadcasting, meaning like I don't care about talking to a whole bunch of people. Really. I care about two people doing things and then growing it up from there. You know, can we actually like pay attention to each other? I notice that's really tough. The problem with the internet is it isolates you and puts you at a kind of self-direction. So a lot of that is people don't really care about what other people care about. So that's just going to make it difficult if we don't develop those abilities to cooperate and have fun instead of be caught in the same old culture. Fuck culture. You know, this is what culture is in America, a bunch of concrete. I mean, you know, there's a lot of good that comes from that. Thank God that there was the people over at Yoga in the Rock that came out there to the park. They were organized and I was able to join in. So I'm an individual who can cooperate with groups and stuff like that. But I'm still more interested in that more micro level of what do two people want to do. And where do we go? Oh, this is Rackham Pool Hall. I could go there. I'm not really wanting to be around a bunch of men. Oh, that's not a man. That's some cute looking young woman over there. Oh, hey, here's a little esoteric logo. Isn't that the tree of life or tree of knowledge? Tree of knowledge, I assume. Something like that. All right, well, thank you very much.